Over the weekend, I went for a run and I was running up and down First Street here in Jacksonville Beach, and I saw a little girl. She was probably 10 years old, and her dad was on his bike and following her along. And the little girl had just gotten down to, I guess, where her turnaround what point was. And as I was running along, I could hear her dad squeaking on his bike coming up behind me. And all of a sudden, I realized that the little 10-year-old was running and catching up and about to pass me. And my first instinct, with ego being, a 40-year-old guy, was to, try to beat her. Like, I'm not going to let this little 10-year-old beat me. And she trotted right by and beat me. And I was feeling a little deflated. But then I realized, as her dad was kind of coaching her on, like, come on, get to the finish, get to the finish. She stopped a block short of where she was supposed to be. And she walked the rest of the way, and I caught up and kept running and had another few miles to go before I turned around and maybe start thinking about business. I think a lot of times people look at their competitors and they look at people online and what they're posting, and they think, gosh, these people are doing so much more than me. They're getting to where they want to be faster than I'm getting there. What's wrong with me? It's really about running your race. What I was doing and what that 10-year-old girl was doing were completely different trainings. They were for different reasons, different end goals. And she was blowing hot. She was burning bright and going as fast as she could, but she ended up not getting to the finish line. She had to walk. And I think that equates back to business. And if you're trying to keep up and go as fast as your competitors and as fast as you see people maybe pretending to be doing online, then you're not going to reach your goal. So, in the same run, I had another guy who passed me, and he was kitted up, had a tri kit on, had his hydration, the whole thing, and he was moving, and he, went past me looking good. And when I turned around and came back, he was sitting in a chair, off his tailgate, and he was done, and he looked fine. And so on the flip side of that, I think it's important to realize that there maybe are things that you can emulate. I'm sure that guy had some things that I could probably learn from. So it just made me think about, life imitating sport, imitating business. And sometimes it's okay to look at what others are doing, like the guy in the tri-suit, and think, man, what's that guy doing? And maybe what could I do better to be in that good a shape, or, feel as good at the end of my run as he did. But it's not okay to look at people that it really doesn't matter what they're doing, because they're in a different market, a different phase, a different cycle of their business. So just some food for thought, and realizing that it's your race, and as long as you're doing what you need to do today to get to your level of success and achieve whatever you want to achieve, then you're going to be okay. Have a good day.